Teďka jsou miliardáři pro gameři, o kterých si nevěděl, že existují.
Rhetorical question, as I can clearly see that is someone eating a hot dog. But why? For context, award skins usually aren't included when it comes to the skins given to world champions. The only exception was in 2016 when SKT won their third world title. And in honor of such an achievement, Riot made a award skin representing SKT's coach. Which personally, I like the idea of coaches being the award skin, and I think they should do it every year. But they don't. They still maintain that award skins are only given to coaches who win 3 world championships.
Aha, takže Koma má jenom Koma má svůj várdu, protože vyhrál 3krát, ty kokos.
Which makes this skin especially weird, because knowing the context, you would guess that this was the coach of Invictus Gaming, but it's not. Instead, it's the owner of the team, specifically.
Co? Majitel týmu IG má prostě várdu ve hře?
It's a reference to a weird picture taken of the owner Wang.
Jak se tam vláduje, kurva. To je tak 2018, ne? To vyhráli v roce IG, ne? Nebo kdy vyhráli? Nad G2 vyhráli, nebo ne, nad Fnatic vyhráli, že? IG.
Susong eating a hot dog.
Jsem mi pojmul normálně i 2 péra tam.
There's also this picture of him.
Jsem furt tam žere.
Him eating corn. Some people were putting on their tinfoil hats and saying that Riot only made this award for Wang because he's a Chinese billionaire who spent a lot of money on esports. And Riot is owned by China. But realistically, there's probably no conspiracy theory here. This picture was a viral meme in China at the time, and it was taken at the World Finals. So the skin makers probably just thought it would be a funny award. And to be fair, the award represents Wang, and Wang technically is a professional player. In fact, a pro player with 100% win rate. Let's rewind. This is Wang Susong, the only son of Wang Jianlin, who in 2016 was named the richest man in China. And with being the only child of a billionaire, Wang Susong had access to his father's wealth.
Syn bohatýra.
So aside from spending $20,000 on Apple Watches for his dog, he also
Cože? Apple Watch pro svýho psa tvoje koupil?
Invested his money in esports. In 2011, he bought Invictus Gaming, his very own professional League of Legends team.
Reckless is down, Brox is away, IG are on the Nexus. The LPL has never won before, but that will change today. The Crownless are finally king, and Invictus Gaming are your 2018 World Champions.
Despite initially purchasing this team for $6 million, it actually became a very successful investment. His team has gone on to be very competitive in the Chinese LPL, and of course in 2018 they became world champions. But this isn't what we're here for.
This is my first time playing as a pro player. So I'm actually really nervous. Skoro jsem nespal poslední noc, což možná ovlivní můj výkon. Hej, to se mi taky stalo na první lance, akorát já jsem nemohl spát kvůli tomu, že vole jsme byli oni nás ubytovali, ti organizátoři vole toho turnaje na nějakým vole intráku s kurveným. A my jsme tam chrápali prostě ve 30 v jedné místnosti a zasrali démon vole z Esuby nebo odkaď, si tam pouštěl Jolandu ve 4 ráno, takže jsem spal tak 2 hodiny prostě na další den turnaje, že? Všichni jsme spali vole tak málo prostě.
Being an owner of a team is cool, but being a player is more fun. Probably a quote by Michael Jordan or something. So on
A když hrál, tak jak jako zahrál? Hrál dobře nebo?
August 19th, 2018, Wang actually swapped places with one of his players and played in a real professional game.
On your
Wow.
screen, you can see him right now. It's Principal Wong. WXZ, aka Wong Sitsong, the owner
Ho tam prostě vole
of
dosadili.
Invictus Gaming, qualified for a professional level, and is now getting to play with his team.
And there's no funny business going on here. It's a legit game in front of a crowd and on stage. And the best part is that they ended up winning. It was
Vyhráli, jo.
actually an incredible comeback, and the game even ended in a sort of base race.
Just going to finish
Jaký má skóre
off his
ten
inhibitor as the
Wolverine?
minions themselves are doing damage. He walks up and his GA gets popped. No chance as he drops the thumbs up emote. Rookie will step back. In the
Máš 4, 5, 10 ten majitel
other
IG.
side of the map as Principal
To asi nehrál úplně špatně asi, no.
Wong in his
A ty vole zase jako, asi to nebylo úplně seriózní hra,
first
že?
LPL game gets the last shot on the Nexus and takes the win. Invictus Gaming take the victory.
But here's a little bit of context to why and how this happened. Initially, many people thought this was simply a rich person doing whatever they want because they have money. I did see some
Přesně tak,
comments
ne?
from people who were upset that he was actually allowed to do this, questioning whether he was even ranked Diamond on his own account, since being at least Diamond is part of the requirements for registering as a player. But apparently the vice president of Invictus Gaming made a post saying that Wong took all the steps necessary to register as a player. And allegedly he was actually master ranked on one of his accounts.
Because this is no spring
Tak
chicken
vidíš,
that we're
vole.
just bringing in for funsies just to bring up this match. This is a guy who has reached Master, who has reached Diamond multiple times. He's able to qualify and go through the qualifications of everyone else. It should be said, he's coming
Tryhard.
in not as an owner today, but as an equal to players like Rookie and Jackie Love.
Hopefully it's just for today. So,
Although this does prove that these dudes playing professionally are truly on a different level, as despite allegedly being a master ranked player, Principal Wong was not hanging with his team. He did end up getting a couple kills and managed not to feed, but comparatively his opposing ADC was destroying him. In the end, Wong's Jin only did 16k damage compared to the enemy Ezreal, who did
Yep.
52,000
16
damage,
damage.
the most in the game. And if you actually watch the game, you'll see Wong
Vzali tam genč supporta, aby ten vole, co to neumí moc hrát, tak aby nechcípal. Aby ho vždycky tam genč sežral a
the
nezdechnul, vole,
most
ten
in
Jin.
the game. And
Bez
if
tak.
you actually watch the game, you'll see Wong is getting carried to the max.
is he actually,
Jackie Love, he's holding the wave. He's being the ultimate support.
that's how he
He's
gets his
holding
bonuses.
it for
That's how you do it.
Principal Wong. But they still managed to find the kill. His true shot barrage, not enough to kill.
He's going
but
for it.
Martin's feeling it. He's thinking about this. The arrow over the wall. He flashes. The last bullet to crit. The dancing grenade. Principal Wong once denied again.
To
Well
je
done.
řízek, ty
This
vole.
gaming, it was definitely harder than it should have been. But they still take the victory nonetheless.
Now, still, this is kind of a crazy thing to do, but there's a little bit of reasoning on why he actually did this. At the time of announcing Wong as a player, the team had a record of 15 wins and only 1 loss. And the upcoming match was against VG Gaming, who were the worst team in the league, with an opposite record of 1 win and 15 losses. So, if there were ever a time to do such an experiment, it would be right now. Worst case scenario, Wong plays terribly, his team loses, and now they have a total of 2 losses instead of 1. Which would absolutely affect nothing as they had already qualified for the playoffs.
So, congrats, Wong taking 100% I'd say win rate in the LPL so far. Ain't competitive. But he's gonna look back at the
Like
tape
we're
and say
saying,
that I
Raz.
didn't deserve it.
His story could just be beginning.
Now, a month after his great victory, Wong announces his retirement and returned to his operations as the owner. Wong retired with a 100% win rate in professional League of Legends. And
No,
he
ty
did
vole.
this in the same year that Invictus Gaming would become world
To bych měl taky udělat,
champions.
no
So
měl jsem teda.
technically he was a player on a championship team. Therefore, you could argue he deserved that award skin.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame.